But first, we have a look at more of our stories coming up, including our live guest here this morning. You and Dorothy just redecorated your house. Do you have any problems?
Well, no, not too bad. Yeah.
Well, you did have some, though,
We had them on the front end. We got interior decorator, everything smoothed out. We're happy now.
I bet you wished Michael Payne was here. Let's ask Michael. He's here live in our studios. He'll have all the answers for you. The home you're in, and especially if you don't, there is always something to be said about the way it is decorated. And sometimes, among couples, ideas can clash. And that's where HGTV's Michael Payne comes to the rescue with his successful show, Designed for the Sexes. And he's here in San Diego to launch his first ever book called Let's Ask Michael, 100 Practical Solutions for Interior Design Challenges. And good morning to you, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
Marianne, it is such a pleasure to be here, truly.
First question for you, is it really that difficult to reach common ground when you have two people, perhaps a couple, living in the same living space, and they argue about, well, perhaps what if they want something, you know, for example, Asian versus something very, you know, colonial? I mean,
Sure.
how much more different can you get?
Well, that's about as difficult as it actually gets, to be honest. It's really all about sort of dialogue and just discussing what you want and what your significant other wants, so each of you understands what the other wants. After that, it is the magic word, of course, is all about compromise. In your case, in this particular instance, I think one has to really swing towards the Asian look. Maybe one room has more of an Asian feel than another room. So maybe your significant other, your husband, maybe has more of what he wants in another room, maybe the family room.
I have to read the first chapter of your book here, the first line. I won't read the whole thing, obviously. We spend more time, chapter 1 is called The Bedroom, and in your book you go room by room by room, and
Absolutely.
then you do other stuff.
Absolutely.
And then you say, we spend more time in the bedroom than any other room, yet are conscious during very little of it. So if we're in the bedroom, why should we spend so much time? Why should it be dedicated to chapter 1? And why is it so important that we decorate our bedroom and it being one of the most important rooms in the home?
It really is one of the most important rooms of the home because it is a space for both of you. This is a retreat. After a day's work, you know, the grind of the day, it is a place at the end of the day where one goes and you've both got to be able to walk in that door and truly feel at peace with the world. So it really is important that one does really, it feels just as good to you as it does to your husband, that both of you walk in this space and you close that door and you are then in your world.
This book goes through, as I mentioned, room by room. Where did the idea come about? Because you have 100 practical solutions. You've got email and letters from people, including somebody from San Diego.
That's true. I have to tell you where the title came from. It was from it was actually from a gentleman, and he and his wife had a very let's just say a disagreement. He was absolutely convinced he was right. She was convinced that she was right. So after going back and forth, he said to her, let's ask Michael. So he sent an email explaining the story, and I then responded to his question, and I just thought that would make a great title for a book, hence the title.
And hence the book with 100 practical solutions, because it's all full of illustrations and letters, and we thank you so much for being here this morning.
Oh, it has been my pleasure. It has been my pleasure, and, you know, I'm going to be busy tonight.
Yes, you are, certainly. And let's tell all of you at home would like to meet Michael Payne. He's going to have a book signing and a presentation as well at Warwick's. That's located in La Jolla at 7812 Girard Avenue. The area code there, 858-454-0347 to get more information. And you'll be there, Michael, at 7:30 p.m. Is that right?
It's going to be one fun evening.
Okay, I believe it. The book is called Let's Ask Michael. Michael, thanks very much for being here.
It is my pleasure, Marianne.